Hence why KAS is better than Bitcoin, because it's a better medium of exchange than Bitcoin.
What's up, crypto crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto crew, before we get into today's video, always remember what you hold in Kaspa. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. The 2025 bull run is about to continue not too long from the making of this recording, at least in my observation. So in that case, always make sure to protect your crypto investments, including your Kaspa coins. Self-custody is key. I personally use the Tangent wallet, plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. So if you wish to order your Tangent wallet today, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
I really think the technology behind Kaspa is unique and is going to work in a cash-based system.
Crypto crew, this is part 2 of the Kaspa Accepted Here episode with Wolf from the London-based Wolfy's bar, and he's got a lot of interesting things to say, not just from an entrepreneur and Kaspa 360 economy point of view, but also from a broader perspective in terms of Kaspa adoption. Listen closely, crypto crew.
Then the second part of the circular economics, if you want to call it in that, what I'm doing with my NFT is, so with my NFT, you also get revenue share. And the revenue share is from multiple things. It's from the KAS and Bitcoin sales we have in Wolfy's. It's also from a couple of miners we've got. And it's also going to be for the future venues that we're going to open up. The trucks, the London Bridge branch, the South African franchise, all those things. The idea is to use KAS that we've received from that revenue, or take the revenue we've earned and buy KAS with that, and then purchase Wolfy coin, which is KLC20 coin, my coin. The reason why I'm doing that is because not only am I supporting the ecosystem and pushing it in, but I'm giving my holders extra value in regards to the coin, because the coin's value will always rise, given that we actually have real products and services going back into it, and people down. So they get two-folded increase in regards to their revenue share. So it's going to be a very interesting feature. If you look at how meme coins have developed, how NFTs have developed, I think the era of these things not being attached to anything of value is starting to end. And I think that if you look at what's going to be the future, which is a good thing, is that crypto is going to become brand extensions rather than a way to make money with money or start. It's going to be established brands that's going to use crypto to expand their capabilities and have the connection with the clientele. I think that's a good thing, because we do need that longevity. We do need real businesses to buy into this. And one thing about crypto, and you have this all the time, when you talk to people, say you need to purchase a coffee with KAS. So I'll never sell my KAS. I'll never sell my KAS. I get it, but money is more than just a store of value. It needs to be a medium of exchange to actually be functional. Hence why KAS is better than Bitcoin, because it's a better medium of exchange than Bitcoin, cost-wise and speed. You do not need to take the KAS that you're saving up and invest in, but you can take the fiat that you usually use, exchange it for KAS, and start implementing your purchases with that. Because by doing that, we'll create the volume, we'll create the market, we'll create all of these things that will, in the end, result in us not needing to use fiat, be paid in fiat, and that will balance the world far better.
It's a great advice, and I've said this before, and I'm glad you're echoing this, is that have your bag, have your investment in the vault, and don't touch it, but have daily spending stuff that goes in your wallet, right? So the term wallets and exchanges, whatever, but every month have enough of Kaspa that's going to be your spending. It fuels the economy. It lubricates the system, the ecosystem. You're spending your KAS, somebody's taking it and spending it. It kind of decouples the idea of like, I'm never going to spend my Kaspa. It's like you should, because it's a great medium of exchange. So good advice to tell people, like, have these 2 or 3 different wallets. Like when I raised my kids, we had, a giving piggy bank and a spending piggy bank and a savings piggy bank. And they put their allowances, they divided it up in between these 3 banks. So they knew that, hey, you're never going to touch your savings bank. But your spending bank, you could spend it all on candy that day if you wanted to. But guess what? Tomorrow, you got nothing until you get your next pay, till you get your next allowance, and then you're back into dividing it up. So enjoy it, be flexible with it, and then help to lubricate the economy with it. And every month, my rhubarb wallet is zero because I pay bills. I give it to staff. I pay everything I have with it. I mean, we don't make money on top. It's just, but I'm like, I love it. I like the fact that, you know, the KAS that came in is now out there and people can purchase it and use it, and we're using it for what it was for.
If you own a business, one of the core things you learn by participating in business very early on is how to manage your cash flow. And people do it in numerous ways. How you have to set certain amounts aside for everything to be functional as a business. I mean, if you meet other entrepreneurs, it's the number one thing. Everybody always talks about cash flow. It's the thing that destroys businesses. But there's an added element to it, which is the psychology of money in regards to how you use money. If you overemphasize one thing, all the other things collapses. And it doesn't help you put everything away, because you'll get to a point where you'll make a decision to use that. But because it's so specific or finite that you've put it all in this pocket, you're going to use all of it, or most of it. In regards, you're not going to allocate it towards the right things. You need to find that balance. Everybody's talking about mass adoption and growth in the next level. This is it. For us to move to the next level, mass adoption, this needs to become a medium of exchange. You can't have the whole world just having gas in a bag and not doing anything with it.
Exactly.
It's not going to have any value.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 100%. What are you most excited about for Kaspa future? I mean, you follow the chats and the socials.
If you're in the community, everybody's excited about the 10 BPS, so the 10 blocks per second.
Sure.
Everybody's very excited. The reality is, as a merchant or a person that's using it, I'm not really too bothered because it's already the highest speed one out there. I don't have any issues with transactions. I mean, if someone purchases a coffee, it's going to be immediate. And I've had examples with Bitcoin where that didn't happen. So we do, with Bitcoin, you use the Lightning Network, and it's quite instant. Sure. But I've had instances, we had an instance next door where a person was purchasing a service, and the services in the Airbnb salon is way more expensive than a coffee. It's a couple of £100. When she paid for it, she selected the cheapest fees on her wallet for Bitcoin, pushed it in. What a mess. So
hours.
It's almost 2 weeks for that money to come in the process. Yeah. For the BPS thing, I'm not too bothered about it. I think it's high speed enough, but yes, of course, as we progress, it's going to be more valuable, and as things develop. Smart contracts is going to be really cool. I think not only in context of the type of products that's going to be developed and the expansion, but also a wider adoption and understanding of KAS. And it's going to happen gradually, and then it's going to happen suddenly, where people all of a sudden understand the value of this and where it goes. And if you have enough of it, it's just going to be exceptional. So it's going to be very quick, the growth in context of KAS and the tooling of it and the adaptability and all of that. I've been in crypto for a long time, but I've never been this early in regards to a coin. And some people would argue you're not even early with Kaspa. You're very early. The
entrepreneurs that are accepting Kaspa, you're the pioneers. They're on the ground, testing it and using it. And like 10 years from now, they'll look back and go, hey, remember Wolfy's bar? They were the first to accept Kaspa in the UK or whatever, right? So we're totally early, and myself included. I think the smart contracts are going to be the game changer for Kaspa. With any technology startup, they need an MVP. Kaspa doesn't really have it, other than the coin, and it works and it's useful. I think having a minimum viable product is going to really launch it, because you can, even if it's in beta or they're testing it out, the tentacles from a smart contract will reach so many different markets, and people are going to be jumping on it locally. But with groups like the KAI initiative, the Kaspa Industrial Initiative, they're talking to banks and politicians and regions and countries and energy markets and logistics and insurance and on and on. You add a smart contract, the programmability of Kaspa is the next rocket that's going to, once it's lit, and it's great. And I'm excited about the value, but I'm really excited about adoption and seeing it really change the world. Yeah, I think you're right. Smart contracts are going to be the pivot for Kaspa. So that's great. So how do people find you, Wolf? Like what's the best commercial you can give give me for your business?
It depends on what you want to do, right? So if you want to purchase coffee, you want to come to Wolfy's. We're in Southeast London, so you can always pop in. If you want to purchase an NFT, we're online, so you can either purchase it from Kaspa.com or KSPR bot. You can go to any of my socials. I've got everything, from TikTok to Telegram. I hate all of them,
Thanks.
but I am on all of them.
Yeah.
Crypto Crew, I believe Kaspa's worldwide breakthrough is a matter of time and adoption. Once Kaspa runs on 10 blocks per second and Kaspa smart contracts are implemented, I believe adoption will take place. We and the world will see Kaspa's true value. That's when Kaspa will make some real waves on the crypto ocean, and this is why I don't stress the current price in action too much. A matter of fact, this is a great buying opportunity, at least for me personally. Not financial advice, just my conviction I share with conviction. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Shout out to Wolf, chat, and the Kaspa community, and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.